Alright guys, good morning. I am one hungry boy, and it's been a while since I made anything that will slap your mama. So, this morning I am gonna make steak and eggs. Oh crap, no onions. Alright, so I've got some thin New York strip steaks here. The freshness date on them is 2/20, but I think they'll be okay. People let steaks sit out and get fuzzy before they cook them, which, ugh, I just want to puke thinking about that. Kosher salt, butter, onion. They got mushrooms here, but, I mean, they kind of froze, and they don't look good anymore. I think if I want mushrooms, I'm going to have to use my can of sliced mushrooms. I really like the button mushrooms when I make steak, like, you know, the big round ones. But we'll make do with these. Alright, so what I want to do is, rather than like cooking these as a full piece of steak and then cutting it up, I'm going to slice it real thin, like real thin pieces. I think I'm just going to make it all, that way I can have plenty left over. Alright guys, so here's what we've got. I cut them up real small like that. Oh, I hate the lines. Hold on, I'll show you. Here we go. I cut them up real small, as if we were going to make something like Szechuan, which actually sounds pretty dang good. I might have to make that tonight for dinner. But I'm going to cut up my onion here. And, oh, I don't have to cut the mushrooms. We got those. We're going to then fry it in a little bit of butter and olive oil. Okay, so here's everything we're going to use to stir fry our delicious steak. We got the steak cut up. We got our chunked up onions, mushrooms, a little bit of olive oil, real butter, kosher salt. And I'll tell you what, this is what takes me so long to make these videos, like to film when I'm cooking, because I spend half the time looking for where I put my little tripod. And I'll show you where it is, because I just found it after walking around the entire house. Right there. I love this thing so much. These legs can bend in every which way, and I have had this thing in and on every counter. Like, you know, I set it up here, I set it here, I hang it from the top so that it'll point down. Back here, I'll hang it from like the curtain rods or the doorknob, or, you know, just anywhere. I put the thing everywhere. But that's the thing, you know, I take the phone off then, and I'll go in and I'll upload my footage, and I forget where I put it, so then I'm searching the entire kitchen for it. That is looking tasty and smelling tasty, I'll tell you what. What we're gonna do then is make our eggs right in that same pan so that it absorbs all that taste from the steak and the onions and the mushrooms. Some people don't like the kosher salt, but I love it. I love to put that stuff in any kind of steak that I'm making. It really helps to bring out the flavor. So I'm not sure why, but at the very last minute I decided I wanted to scramble my eggs, which is something I usually don't like to do in a cast iron pan because it just makes a mess, makes it harder to clean up, but I thought it would be good. But I was so bummed because I forgot when I put my half and half on the top shelf, it freezes. So I don't have any half and half for my coffee. Super delicious anyway though. So let's give this a little taste here. We got mushrooms, onions, steak. Let's just try that part first. That is good. Get a little bit of egg on there. Mushrooms, onion, steak. Look at that. You can't beat that. That is good. Definitely slap your mama. I also got out some taco sauce, which I thought I might want on my eggs, but it's turning out that I don't even need it because it's so good. Oh my god, guys, that was so delicious. That was absolutely out of this world. Thank you, God, for onions, mushrooms, chickens, and cow friends. Alright, guys. I do not feel like spending money today, but this is part of the process when you sell on eBay. I've mentioned it before that you just have to keep shopping. You have to keep spending money. And, you know, there are just some days when I do not feel like spending money. I don't know. I don't know why it is. I guess when it starts coming in a little bit slower, then I feel like, man, I need to hoard this money and to hold on to it and don't spend it. But again, you know, this is the process. It's like if you don't keep spending money and keep buying things and keep going out and finding these treasures to resell, you're not going to keep making the money. You know, if it's not listed, they can't buy it. And if you don't have it, you can't sell it. So you just have to keep on going. You have to keep going shopping, keep buying these things, keep digging for treasures. And, you know, that's what makes the world go around when you're selling on eBay. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go out and I'm going to try not to spend too much. But I'm going to spend whatever is necessary. You know, if I find something awesome and I need to spend the money on it in order to make the money, I'm going to spend it. So let's just hit the road here. We'll go out to a couple of Goodwills. So I think we'll go out to Alliance and North Canton. But first First I want to stop at the Walmart out here and see if any of these things on clearance have gone down. I've had my eye on these, I can't even think of what they're called. Oh, Beyblades is what they're called. Beyblades. Little toys that spin and they battle. I've been watching those for a little while now, watching the price go down in clearance. And, I mean, they're slowly selling some, but they were scanning at $3 a piece like a week or two ago. And if I could get them for $1 a piece, I'll buy them out. So I'm going to go in there and see first what they're scanning at now. And if you're asking yourself, what do I mean scanning at? If you have the Walmart app on your phone, there's a scanner. You can scan anything in the store and see what it scans at. I think I mentioned this before. That's what I do when I start looking at the clearance stuff. I scan it all with the Walmart scanner. And in that way, you know what the price actually is, because a lot of times it'll say this is on clearance for 10 bucks. You scan it and it's actually only 2. So I would have, you know, passed things up for 10 bucks. But if I scan it and I find that it's $2, maybe I'm going to buy it. So let's go out there and do that first. And, you know, if we don't get those, we'll head on out to the Goodwill and Alliance. I swear, every time I come in here, I get the most annoying carts. They're still ringing up at $3 a piece, and some of them, even though like this kind has $6 on there, those are ringing up at $8. So it's kind of a mess. I wish I could just like ask somebody if I could have them for $1 a piece. I don't know, I'm just not feeling too ballsy today about asking them to take 4 times less than they have marked on those things. But I am gonna poke around a little bit more and see if I can't find something else on clearance worth buying, so. Absolutely nothing. Alright, I didn't find anything in there, so I bought a few groceries. I guess it's off to another Goodwill, even though I am not in the mood to spend money. You know, I think my problem today is that when I have to take a return, it really irritates me. The guy who bought something for 50 bucks with 25 bucks shipping, and he wants to return it, so I have to absorb the extra 25 bucks shipping in addition to the 75 bucks I had to give him back. So that was almost a waste of time. I mean, I got what I needed to make some meals, but as far as finding anything in the clearance, I didn't find anything at all. I counted all of those Beyblade things. They had 79. Some of them were ringing up $3. And there was like 51 of them that were ringing up $3 a piece. There were some that rang up for $4, and some that were priced at $6 on clearance, and they still rang up at $8. So it was a strange situation. I talked to a lady who was working that department, like the whole clearance thing, and she was scanning things, and I asked her, did she know when they were going to be changing the prices again? She didn't know. And I asked her if they ever, which, because I know they do sometimes, if they ever, like, will drop the price, you know, if you ask them. Because I was really, really tempted just to say, look, there's 80 of these things here, can I give you 80 bucks for all of them out the door? And they may have done it, but I don't know, it's not in the mood to mess with it today. I didn't want to track somebody down, and as I was standing there, I was thinking, you know, like if a manager comes by, I'll go ahead and ask him. But I don't know, I may have given up a good deal there, but I just didn't feel like messing with it right now. So we're gonna head on out to a Goodwill out here in Alliance, and then I am gonna get back home, make something to eat, and chill out for a little bit, because I am tired and I don't feel like spending money, so my eye is twitching. I swear it's so dark and gloomy out here today, and my voice just cracked like a preteen. And we're back out that quick. I bought one pair of shoes. That's it. Alright, I'll show you here what I got. In this store, I just got one pair of shoes. It's these Sperry Topsider duck boots. I mean, they're in great condition. They were only $6, so hopefully I'll be able to get 30 to 40 bucks out of these. Sperry Topsider is a pretty good brand. And you can see on the inside there that they're not like hardly worn at all. When these are worn, that tag on the inside there is just a sticker, and that will wear down really bad, but these are in great shape. So that's one thing. And let's see, I got this spotlight at the first Goodwill that I went to. It's a Coleman Million Plus, what is it, Million Plus Candle Power. It's only $10, and I should probably be able to get about 60 to 70 bucks out of this, because I saw a few of them on there that sold, and it was like 450 candle power and 750 candle power, and those were going for like 40-50 bucks. So I'll probably put this on there for like 80 bucks or best offer. The last thing I got was a t-shirt, a Harley shirt. Harley shirts do pretty good if you can get them for the right price. This is not really that great of a shirt, but I really liked what it said on it. Give me a rear end with some meat on it. That's what I'm talking about. So here's the graphic on the back, and here's the graphic again on the front. It's a pretty cool shirt. I like that. So that's what I got, guys. What did I pay for this? $4 for the shirt, and there are no other ones on there with that graphic, so I'll probably put it on there for 30 or best offer. So that's my little Goodwill extravaganza for the day. I was going to go over to North Canton as well, but I just don't feel like it. I'm tired. It's like a really gloomy day out here, and my eye is driving me crazy because it keeps twitching. So I'm going back home. I'm going to make something to eat tonight and get some editing done, a little bit of work on eBay, chill a little bit. And that's it. Wherever you guys are waking up, whatever time it is, make the best of your day. Do something for somebody else, pay it forward. Let's make this world a better place. My twitching eye. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.